Welcome to day 3 of the Flowing February Challenge. Today's class will continue to build upon what we've been doing and focus on rotational movements. Join me on your back. Maybe the feet are planted or legs can go long. Stretch them out and lengthen the arms. Heavy the back of the skull. Find your breath as you begin to roll the wrists and the ankles. Nice and slow here. Big, big circles. Reverse directions. One more circle. And then allow those arms to stretch overhead. Legs can come together. Flex at the ankles, perhaps. Then point, flex, point, flex, point. And then just wiggle the fingers and the toes. And flex your ankles, circle those arms round, press the palms together at the sternum. Take a few breaths here. The light in me honors and recognizes the light in you. Namaste. Draw those knees in toward the chest. Little hug here. Rock back and forth across the pelvis. And then small circles in one direction. And switch. Pause. Take your knees out to the side and then circle them toward one another. So out and around and in. The hands support here. Support this movement. It's early in the practice, exploring hip mobility. And reverse directions. One final hug of the knees in. Inhale. And exhale to lengthen those legs to the sky. And then draw them back in. Plant the feet down. Rock the pelvis. So tilt the pelvis toward you and then away, toward you and away. Just feeling what it's like to move through the spine. And now find neutral, somewhere in between that little arch and that imprint of the low back, somewhere in between, nice and stable. Press through the feet, arms are down. Open that left knee rather, out to the side, and then exhale to return. That right knee opens to the side. Exhale, return. So alternate knees as you press the opposite foot firmly into the mat. We want pelvic stability here. The hips facing the ceiling. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. That'll give you strength through your center. You could stay with this movement. Or the next time you open the left knee, slide the leg along. The kneecap will turn toward the sky naturally, and the heel, slide it along the earth to draw the leg in. That right knee will open, reach leg long, and then knee, leg slides in. Other side, left, open, slide long, draw in, right opens, slides long, draws in. And it'll be more challenging to stay stable through the pelvis, minimize any kind of rock. Maybe you exhale when you draw that knee back to where it started. One more each side. Final time. Very nice. Hug those knees into chest once more. And then the toes can touch down. Squeeze legs together. So this is an option here. Or the feet could even be lifted in tabletop if you'd like. The arms outstretch, heavy the shoulders, and allow the legs, or the rock across the back of the pelvis rather, over to the left. It's more accurate. And exhale, draw them in to center. Other side, let the legs lull over to the right and return. But the focus is the pelvis. Sweep side to side across the back of the pelvis. And see if you can keep your knees level. That exhale to draw back is very important. Trying to remain stable through the pelvis. So when you go over to one side, the opposite hip will be lifted. That is okay. If it's planted, then the hips are not staying level. A few more. One more each side. Final time to the right. And come back to center, shift the hips slightly over toward that right-hand side and let the legs fully come over to the left. Let them be a little softer now as you bend those elbows, arms and cactus, reach overhead and draw elbows toward your sides. Reach and draw in. One more time, reach as that right leg goes long. Roll onto the spine. The left foot will stay planted on the earth. Long stretch, stretch, stretch. As those arms circle round, slide that right foot in, plant it, press the palms down, start to peel the spine off the earth into a bridge. Inhale as the arms come overhead. Exhale, just the spine starts to articulate down. At the very bottom, the arms will circle. Inhale and exhale, peel the spine off the earth. Inhale, arms will reach overhead. Exhale, start to roll through spine. And arms can circle round. Inhale, nice and slow version. Exhale to peel. Inhale, arms overhead. And exhale, allow the spine to come all the way down. Arms can circle back to your sides. Take a little pause as you press through those feet to feel your stable spine. Draw those knees in for a nice little hug again. Line up the thighs with the hip socket, legs squeezed together. Legs can be parallel or feet on the mat. Arms extended here. Lull the legs over to the left. Part way only. Exhale back through center. Inhale, opposite side. Return to center. So pick your variation here. Check out those knees. See if they are level. We'll do one more each side. Last time. Return to center. Toes can touch down. Shift the hips slightly left if you need, and those legs will low right. Bend the elbows back into cactus. Reach, 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 arms long. And flex at the elbows, draw the arms in. Again, reach, reach, reach. Draw in. Reach, reach, reach. As that left leg goes long, roll onto the back. Stretch. Circle those arms as you slide the left heel in. This time, arms press firmly into mat. Begin to peel the spine off the earth as you exhale. Inhale, arms can reach overhead. Exhale, lower through the spine. And those arms can circle around. Inhale. Exhale, peel. Inhale, reach arms overhead. Exhale, spine lowers. Inhale, circle those arms around. Exhale, start to articulate, roll up through spine again. Inhale as the arms reach overhead. Exhale, lower, 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 and the arms can then circle. Hug knees in toward the chest for just a moment. And replant those feet once more. Hands can come in behind the head, heavy the skull in the hands. Inhale here. And exhale, upper ab curl. Inhale, lower part way. And exhale, flex your spine. You could stay with this. Or lower part way. And cross that right elbow toward the left knee. Tap the toes as you come back to center with the head. And again, cross. And lower part way. Now you can stay with this or lengthen that leg and cross. Lengthen and cross. Two more. Last one, reach, cross, then lower that leg, lengthen it out, arms reach overhead, just as we did before. Long stretch. And circle those arms as you draw that left knee back in. Press arms down, peel the spine off the earth. Arms reach overhead. Roll down through the spine. And arms can circle around. Peel, lift, arms reach, inhale perhaps. Exhale, lower through spine. And inhale, circle the arms. Let's do one more like that. Roll through the pelvis or through the spine, lift up, and arms can reach. Keep the arms overhead and roll, roll, roll through the spine. It's a little different. Arms are overhead. That way, hands can just come behind the skull again. Inhale. Exhale to curl. Inhale, lower. Exhale, curl. Remember that firm press of the feet. Let's curl a little higher just one more time. Nice. Lower part way, inhale. Exhale, cross left elbow toward the right knee as it draws in. And tap that toe down. Again. Heavy the skull and the hands. Practice your rotation here with neutral low back. So there's no tuck of the tailbone here. Last one this way if you'd like to change it up. Then perhaps lengthen the leg and cross elbow toward thigh. Again. Can you keep the breath nice and long? One more time. Cross. Return head to center, lengthen out that leg, stretch, stretch, stretch. And circle those arms, draw that right knee in, peel the spine just one time off the earth. Arms can reach right away. And lower the spine as the arms circle down to your sides. Hug knees in again. If you can't rock up and down the spine, that's not comfortable for you, meet us in a seated position with the feet on the floor. Or rock up and down the spine and find your seat. Find your boat position. Feet can remain on the floor, or you can lift those legs up to parallel. Release the arms perhaps, reach them overhead, and return. Lengthen, return. Again, reach, reach, reach. Hands come to heart center. Squeeze those legs together. Rotate left and rotate left, right. Side to side. And see if you can keep those knees level. Then you know the pelvis is level, and this is coming from thoracic spine, like we want in revolved triangle. One more. Very nice. Feet can land, lengthen legs out, arms can circle. Forward fold. Hands to shins, halfway lift, inhale. And exhale to fold right back down. Roll up through the spine, hands come behind the body, replant the feet, lift the hips into your reverse tabletop, only to walk yourself forward to the front of your mat. Lengthen those legs. You can widen the feet just a little bit here and bend to straight. We'll slow it back down again and to straight. One more time. And stay bent with the knees. Hands can come to the thighs. Roll up through the spine and reach those arms overhead. Kind of an X position here. Now, we're going to let everything kind of go here. The arms will sweep to the left as you come onto the right toes and pivot and come back to center. Other side, arms swing right as you pivot on those left toes. We'll do this nice and slow. So rotate. We are letting, in this case, the pelvis move. Continue to go slow, or maybe a little faster. Nice, powerful exhale. You have something to let go of. Rich knee bend. We're going to go slow here. One more each side, approximately. And stand nice and tall. Breathe in and out. In as you bring the feet toward one another. And out with the breath. Hands to heart center. Pause here. Just feel into the body. Now with the pelvis facing the short edge of your mat, nice and stable here. Press through the legs, hands perhaps at heart center. Inhale to rotate to the left just with the upper body, and exhale back to center. Inhale Right. Exhale, center. So pelvis is quiet. The legs are still. Let the sternum lead the way as if there was a flashlight on the sternum, the beam sweeping side to side. One more time. Nice. Now try and exhale to the side. Inhale, center. Exhale to side. Inhale, center. And just notice which way felt more integrated, which you can keep the pelvis still, and which way maybe isn't quite as stable. And return back to center. Arms will sweep overhead and forward fold. Hands to shins halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale, fold once more. Step back with that left foot. Let the shin come down to the earth. Press palms together. Reach the torso up. Return those hands to the earth. Lift up the back knee if you'd like to step into your plank. Come forward with the body. Knees can return to the earth if you'd like. Lower, 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 all the way onto the belly. And then press into the forearms for Sphinx. And just play with the neck a little bit here. Drop the chin and look up if it's safe for the neck or neutral. One more time. And lower down onto the mat. Hands slide closer to the body to press your hips up and back for a downward facing dog. Pedal the feet. And then that right knee can lower to the earth. Lift that left leg up. Sweep it out to that same side. Plant the foot. Press through those hands. And then inhale to open. And exhale to thread that left hand underneath the right armpit. Again, rotate and thread. Press through that shin of right leg and left foot. Again, staying quiet through low body. Trying to move through upper spine. Let's do around 2 more. Last one, open. Reach that arm or hand out in front. Slide the hands in. Circle the arms round. Side bend over toward the long leg. Pause and roll that right wrist. Reverse. And then return to center, only to perhaps take those hands to small the back or just reach them back. Open across heart. Inhale. Be sick at tongue. And then hands plant, tuck back toes. Knee lifts off the earth as that left leg sweeps back and up. Draw it through center, plant the left foot. The right knee will come down, hands pressed together, sweep up, lift up through torso. And hands return to the earth as you step forward to the front of your mat. Hands to shins halfway lift, inhale. Exhale to fold. Bend those knees, sink the hips back into chair, hands in prayer. Feet could be together, side squeezing together or parallel, depending how you're feeling today. And press your way up to stand. Circle those arms round and draw them back to the heart. Those little rotations again, inhale left and return to center. Inhale right and return to center. Just a few. Home reach way. Nice. Return to center. Come onto those right toes. Slide that right leg back. Angle the body for runner's lunge here. Rotate toward that left hand side. Could hook hook that upper arm onto the thigh. Breathe. Return to center. Plant those hands only to lower the back knee and sweep up into a low lunge. Hands return to the earth as we lift that other knee off. Step back again into the plank. Roll forward with the body, knees lowered or not or lifted. Bend at the elbows. Find your variation of the up dog. And hips up and back, downward facing dog. That left knee will come down as we lift the right leg up and sweep it out to the side. Press your hands, rotate right, and close. Thread. Open and close. Again, rest of body is quiet. One more time. Red, reach. And that arm will stretch toward the sky. And allow the right hand to come out in front of the body. Slide the hands in, circle arms up. Side bend toward the long right leg. Roll the top wrist. Reverse directions. And then find height through the spine as you circle the arms back. Maybe interlace fingers, whatever works for your shoulders. Inhale. Exhale back. Those hands return to the earth. Pop onto the back toes, lift the knee, that right leg this time sweeps back. Bend the knee, draw that leg through, plant the foot. The left shin returns to the earth as we lift up here into the lunge, low lunge. And hands return to the earth to step forward. And hands into the shins as you lengthen through spine. Inhale. Exhale to fold, bend those knees, find chair, sink those hips out and back. Center is turned on. And then press yourself tall. Maybe a little baby back bend here. And return with those hands at center. Again, little rotation to left and to right. It's a few times. Last time. And slide left leg back. Long lunge, the hips stay facing the mat as we rotate toward the right this time. Legs are nice and strong and still. And the hands can return to the earth as we step back into plank once more. Roll forward with the body, strong through the quads. Elbows back as we bend and hold partway down. And then lift through the chest. And tuck the toes, hips up and back. Downward facing dog. That left leg can sweep high. Draw it through between the hands. Lift up into a runner's lunge. Arms could reach overhead. Remember the angle of the body here. Again, hands come to heart center. Rotate toward the left. Hook that elbow. And we'll see from here if we can either step forward with that back leg or step forward. And you're in your rotated chair here. Return to center. Rotate opposite way. That left leg, come onto the toes. Step back. Perhaps open the arms this time. And then hands and either return down to the earth or can step forward. Feet side by each as you press up to stand. Circle those arms around. Pour your body forward. Hands to shins, halfway lift, inhale. Exhale to fold and find your plank once more. Come forward with the body. Let's try that chaturanga again. Chest through the arms and hips up and back, downward facing dog. That right leg goes high. Drop between the hands. And angle the body into your runner's lunge. Hands pressed together as they arrive at the heart. And inhale, and then rotate over toward that right hand side. See if you can step forward with that back leg, or step, 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 or hands down, whatever you need to do here. And then rotate, or return to center rather, and then rotate over toward that left hand side. And pop yourself onto those right toes, slide the leg back, open the arms. And then return to center, step forward, and rise. Circle those arms. Hands to heart center. I'll pause here. Short step back with that right foot. So reach those arms out in front of us. Press the palms together. Peel that left hand back, elbow back, and then return. And we'll switch sides. The right elbow draws back and return. And see if you can keep, as much as it's safe for your knees, the hips facing forward and the rotation from upper spine, which means it might be very small. That's okay. One more time left. More time right. So if you're drawing back a bow here, lengthen the lead leg. And return with a bent knee. Hand comes forward. Other side, left arm reaches back. Lengthen the lead leg. And that right arm, or right hand, angles down. Elbow high. Maybe the arm releases, maybe not. Rebend that elbow and that left leg as you come up. Circle the right arm back. And left arm can reach forward. Step, step, step your stance longer for warrior two. Turn this into a very long triangle, regular triangle here. Lengthen the lead leg. Reach, reach, reach. Right, left arm down, right arm up. Nice pause here as we squeeze those thighs toward one another. Hips are now open. And rebend that lead leg as that left arm sweeps up. And hands can arrive on the earth as you pivot on back toes and step back into your plank. Come forward with the body. One more chaturanga here. Lift the chest through the arms. And hips up and back, downward facing dog. Walk, 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 or step up to the front of your mat. Hands to shins, halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Bend those knees, sink into chair, only to press to rise. Let's step back with that left foot short stance here. Warrior one. Arms reach up and in front of the body. Let's slide that right hand along the left arm and return. Bow and arrow here, opposite side, and return. Again. Right elbow draws back and returns. Left elbow, lengthen that lead leg, just pause. Feel this length and the squeeze of the inseams of the legs. And return the knee to bent. That arm will sweep forward. And then right hand stretches back. Lengthen that lead leg. Reach forward. Integrated core here as that left arm goes down. Right elbow up. Perhaps arm lengthens, top arm. Rebend that left knee, sweep that left arm back up and back. Right arm will sweep, reach up to the sky. And hands extend directly from the shoulder, heel toe, that back leg further behind you. It's as if you're pressing down on a table with those arms. And lengthen that lead legs and hips back in space. Reach. And that right arm angles down, left arm up. Still some lift through the sides of the waist. Rebend that right knee, sweep that right arm up. And frame the front foot with the hands. And step back into a plank. And send the hips high for downward facing dog. Bend those knees, have them nice, land them nice and wide on the earth, hips to heels, child's pose. Take some breath. Lift up a little, take that right arm up into the air, over to the right, and thread it underneath the opposite arm. Now here, draw the shoulder back into its socket toward the right, even though the hand is reaching left. Release, open right. Plant that hand, opposite side. Lift left arm and thread. And then draw back to the left-hand side with the shoulder when the hand reaches right. So an active press and engagement here. Release that arm. Slide forward onto the belly. Press up onto the forearms or onto the hands. You have the space in the low back. And lower to the earth. Clasp that left ankle with that same hand. The right hand can be on the earth as you press up or arc up into bow. And lower part way. Again, lift and lower. Final time, press the hand into the shin presses back. And good, release down. Opposite side. Clasp the ankle, arc the body. So you press hand into leg, leg into hand, and lower a little, and arc, and lower. One more time, reach, and release that down. Slide those hands closer to the body, press yourself up, round through spine, and rock forward and back a little here. And sit on your shins if you can and roll back, otherwise legs are crossed. And just a transition, we'll take those legs out, lengthen them in front of the body, arm circle, and lean forward. See if you can ground through the base of the pelvis as you do this. And then maybe You round or keep a long spine here in the forward fold. Another inhale to the back of the heart. And exhale to sit up tall. Let's take that left leg and bend it. The shin is parallel here. This right leg can assist it across. So you may open and close the hip a few times, the front of the hip, and then flex through the right ankle and cross the legs here. So they're stacked in fire log. Leg could also be in front. And then lean forward into the hips for a moment. And sit up nice and tall. That right foot can plant. And with that long spine, rotate toward that top thigh. The right arm can come in behind as a kickstand. Make sure this comes from center. Center body supports this action. Long, deep breathing. Maybe you move through the head. And then return to center with your gaze. Remove or uncross the legs so we can switch sides. The right shin kind of is parallel to the short edge of your mat. That other leg, flex through the ankle and see if you can bring the heel to the opposite thigh. If not, the leg is in front. Maybe you stay seated nice and tall or you lean forward. So heavy through pelvis. Find your tall spine once more. Ground that left foot and sit up tall and rotate toward that leg. Inhale. Exhale to play with that head, wiggle the jaw. And return to center. Uncross the legs. You could roll onto your side to come down, or knees bent, lower onto forearms, and slowly roll through spine to return to your back. A little windshield washer with the legs. Before you find your savasana, your position of choice, maybe you have pillows behind the knees or the knees are bent. Are there pauses at the top and or bottom of the breath? It's a still point. Let's observe those moments of stillness, of quiet. Feel the body heavy on the mat. It's the outline of your body here, grounded. As you add small movements of fingers and toes, take any stretches or movements that serve. As you maintain this mindful awareness while you move. When ready, make your way onto your side. Press up to a seated position. Maybe drop the chin, roll the head one way, then the other. Or if it's safe for the neck, can take the head all the way around. Just be cautious here. Reverse directions. Around one more. Ah, and stack the neck. Reach those arms up and draw the hands down to the heart. Thank you for this practice. I hope that you carry it with you throughout your day. Sat Nam.